Hello friends, in the previous lecture we have seen regarding the introduction of grid chamber, then objectives of grid chamber and different types of grid chamber. In this lecture we are going to study the design of grid chamber, different formulas for finding out the critical velocity, then formulae for settling velocity, then clearing of the grid and finally disposal of the grid. So starting with the design of grid chamber, the design of grid chamber or in design of grid chamber, the critical velocity and settling velocity plays important role. So we will see the optimum velocity or we can say critical velocity. The optimum velocity of flow through the grid chamber also depends upon the scoring process. The critical velocity of score called as Vc or it is also called as horizontal velocity of flow may be calculated from the Searle's formula or Searle's formula. So the Searle's formula is Vh or Vc is equal to K into C under root of G into bracket Ss minus 1 into D, where Kc is equal to 3 to 4.5 and usually value of Kc 4.0 is adapted for grid particles. Then Ss is equal to specific gravity of the particles. Then D is equal to diameter of the grid particles and G is equal to acceleration due to gravity. So this formula is used for finding out the Vh or Vc. Next one, there should be minimum 2 units of manually cleaned grid chamber. For velocity controlled grid chamber, head loss varies between 0.06 meter to 0.6 meter depending upon the device used for velocity control. Depending upon the interval of cleaning, additional depth for storage of grit shall be provided at the bottom. Freeboard of about 15 cm to 30 cm is recommended. Bottom slopes are based upon the type of scraper mechanism used for removal of a grit. Then next one, settling velocity formula. Settling velocity of grit particles can be calculated by the Stokes law for particles of size 0.1 mm and less. So the formula is like this: Vs is equal to G divided by 18 into bracket rho s minus rho divided by nu into d square, where Vs is equal to settling velocity, rho s is equal to density of the particle and rho is equal to density of the wastewater or sewage. If the diameter of the particle is 1 mm and above, there will be turbulent settling in grid chamber and it is governed by the Newton's law. Then the settling velocity is calculated. Vs is equal to under root of 3.3 G into bracket rho s minus rho divided by rho into D, where each term has the same meaning as previously. When particles diameter varies between 0.1 mm and 1 mm, that is transition zone, for this Hazen's formula can be used. So as per the Hazen, settling velocity is calculated. Vs is equal to 60.6 into bracket Ss minus 1 into D into bracket 3t plus 70 divided by 100 bracket complete, where T is the temperature of wastewater and Ss is the specific gravity of the particles. Then clearing of the grit from the grid chamber. Grit can be removed manually or mechanically. However, manual cleaning should be avoided except in case of very small sewage treatment plants having capacity less than 1 MLD or 1 million liters per day, where velocity controlled channels can be cleaned by the operator using shovels. In mechanical cleaning, equipments are provided for collection as well as washing of grit, mostly agitation mechanism, and can be operated on either a continuous or on intermittent basis. The settled grit on the floor of grit chamber is collected by scraper blades or plows and elevated to the ground level by various mechanisms such as bucket elevator, jet pump, screws and airlifts. In intermittently operated type of grit chamber, sufficient storage capacity should be provided to hold the grit between the interval of grit elevation should be provided. Next one, disposal of grit. Clean grit is odorless and may be disposed by dumping or burying or by sanitary landfills. If not washed, grit particles may contain organic materials which adds odor and is not suitable for disposal on open lands. However, the ultimate method of disposal depends upon the quantity and other characteristics of the particles, and further on the availability of land for dumping or burial. The odorous grit particles are preferably buried into the ground. So this is all about this lecture. Thank you.